I was rushing the hatch to get it drivable, moving stuff, and just trying to get settled in, you know. So I haven't made a video because of that in like a really good while. But hopefully now I can make some more. And the hatch right now, doing pretty good. It has a lot of parts on it, but we're gonna take it apart again just to finish what we started. So we'll go over that in a bit. But now I got a little garage, so I brought all my tools, the spare engine for the hatch, the welder, my bike. I brought everything I could. So we should see some good work on the hatch for sure. Let's get it. Let's go over it. Here it is, the EF. Here it is. Brought it on the Nissan stocks. My brother had them laying there, so I used them. When I drove it, I didn't have the pads or the rotors in time, so I didn't even bother trying to bleed the brakes. And I just used the e-brake when I drove it over here. It shifted so nice too. That was like the first thing I really noticed. It shifted like really nice. Like as when it was running, obviously, like right here you can't really tell, but when I was driving it, every gear like felt perfect. Still gotta finish some wiring over here for the fuse box, and then the dash should pretty much be complete. I think I had to put everything back in. I redid those lines at the bottom. I'll probably insert a clip of that. I'm also gonna insert a clip of no, not a clip, a picture as well of I had made a tank for this one before I put the diff in it. Actually, after I installed the diff, I was still driving it with that tank, so that tank's been doing good. I think that's it. Like, go from back there. Engine and the transmission. I had made a transmission mount. I got the Hasport T-bracket. Remember. So we got the mount right here. Had made it. I just got a steel plate, and at this end kind of cut it and I angled it. That way it would go at the angle of this mount from the Hasport. I used the Hasport cable mount for B series, and the lower half on bolts, so I was still able to use this top piece, so that I could still use that same rubber insert and everything like how it was before. Just the bottom's different. So that's how I did that. And then the Hasport T-bracket, it fits really good. And I had made a new harness for it. Well, not made a new one, but the one I had in it, I just redid it. And also, well, you guys are gonna see it now, but it has a big old turbo on it. So we're gonna be building off that soon. I had made the downpipe already too. I just wanted to get all that out of the way. And then, well, I drove it over here like that. I didn't even have the radiator in there. I put this in there like the other day. So I had to put no coolant, you know, nothing. I was like, you know what, short drive, I'm just gonna do it, take it over there, and take it apart again. So before I took it apart, we'll record all this, show you guys where it's at. I had some sensors right here. The ones, I don't know if you guys remember, I talked about them in another video. So I had redid those too when I redid this harness. And it wasn't starting. So then I put the Dizzy back on and then rewired the ECU for the Dizzy sensors. And after a couple of tries, it turned right on. So I had to check those out. I checked them out, rewired them. Now the car starts with mine, the ones I made. And then, what else have I done to this? Oh, for the shift cables, I already ran them through, and I made a hole, and the grommet like sits perfect. I'll see if I can show you guys right now. I just need the flash on. Let's see. Let's see if we can take the center console off. So I made a hole, and I put it right there. Put the grommet, put the little pin so it can stay, the cables can stay, and it shifts perfectly fine. Like nothing. So that grommet's gonna stay there, so I'm glad I got that out of the way too when I was like getting it ready to drive it over here. I bolted the shifter box down too, but I want to make a plate based off those holes I drilled for it, so probably just another piece of metal on top of all this, but with those same holes drilled, and then just weld it to the top of this to cover the big hole down here where the shift linkage would come through. And that way it's just flat up here. And then for the interior, I think that'll be it. Just to like get this part done for the all-wheel drive. I mean, nothing really changes in here, just different type of shifter. And it will fit, a boot will fit over. So that's what's nice too. Once it's in there, I just don't have the boot for it, but it'll go around it. What else did I do to this? I already forgot. I think that was it. Oh, for axles, I was gonna get like insane shafts, the 500 HP ones, but like, well, no funds, and I wouldn't have got them in time because I rushed it to just to make it drive so I could drive it over here. So I got my old axles from the old swap. I used the center of them, just the shaft and the outer CV, and then the inner joint. I swapped them from, I think it was like a 2011 CRV or 2008, something like that, with the newer K-Series CRVs. So I used the outers off those and onto this shaft for my old stock axles, or the B-swap axles, and it worked fine. The splines lined up and everything, half shafts on there. It's just I didn't have clamps for the boots, so grease kind of went everywhere, but it's all good. I mean, they're gonna come out again either way. Everything's gonna come out. This is gonna get unbolted again because I just bolted it so I could finish the engine bay, get everything painted, welded still. Then at the end I'll weld the radiator support on and then paint that as well. I don't think I would do it, paint it all fancy. I'm gonna just shave the bay and then just repaint it like shiny black or something. Same with the radiator support. That way it just looks kind of normal and nice again. And then the engine, I'm gonna try to make it look like really nice. That way the engine stands out. But it'll be cool. I gotta put I want the aftermarket traction bar, but I think I'm just keep this one because I already made cutouts for it. It's for the cable to hydro conversion kit from Innovative. That way that fits there and works. And then, I think I cut it more for the turbo right there, so I can connect the coupler on it. There it is. That's where the hatch is at right now. It's gonna take it apart just to finish what I started, because you know, gotta make it look good. So now that we got the little garage right here, I'll be able to get down. I just hung up some 2 valve covers right here. Got the spare motor. I gotta get my bike going. I want to ride that thing soon too, so I gotta check it out. I gotta chew the rims, and I think that's it. I think just gotta chew the rims, re-grease some parts, and yeah, I gotta go ride the thing. Brought the welder. I brought everything, all my stuff, all the all-wheel drive parts, spare parts, the toolbox, and then one last thing I brought too. I got a spare transmission casing right there. So we'll be chilling in here. I still gotta go through some of this stuff, but most of it's all this is getting thrown out pretty much. Have some cool room in here. I gotta finish this thing, but I like how the shifter's coming out. It's coming out really nice, so that should be good. And then still got those bars going across right there. Those are gonna stay on. Gotta put the glove box back on right there. But it's looking cool. It's coming together pretty good. So I'm gonna get down on this thing soon. See if I pull the engine out today, or we'll see. So yesterday I left off on, I was probably gonna end up pulling the engine out. Well, yesterday I got everything pretty much out of the way, and right now it's just floating in here. T-bracket and mounts are off. Took the axles out. Took the radius support out of the way. That way I could just drop it down, slide it out, and that should be it.